Good morning, wrestling fans. Today is Monday, February 26th, 2024. Lance Brock here, and it is the Monday morning right after the very long, big pro wrestling weekend we had, and unfortunately, no new episode of 360 Wrestling Fanatic last night. For some reason, just last weekend with all the shows, and then again last night with Rivals and Biography airing. I just, for some reason, was so tired right after I finished both shows last night. It was just like on Saturday night, as soon as I finished Collision, I fell right to sleep. I was out like a light, like they say. Just like that. Fell asleep, so unfortunately did not do a new episode of 360 Wrestling Fanatic last night. Also, yesterday on Good Morning Wrestling Fans, I forgot something important, and that important thing is my pick for match of the week. And so I'm going to give that pick right now here on GMWF on the Monday episode, but better late than never, as they say. There's some candidates, definitely are some candidates from both New Japan Wrestling, from WWE, AEW. This past weekend had some really good matches, but the one I gotta go with, and like I always say, you can put your picks for match of the week in the comment section, and you can either agree with mine or disagree with mine. Just no nasty or rude comments. It's just my opinion. That's all, not hurting anything. So for my pick for match of the week, I have to go with the main event of Friday night's TNA No Surrender for the TNA X Division Championship. Chris Sabin taking on Mustafa Ali. These two had a great match, and it was Ali winning the TNA X Division Championship. The current storyline as of right now in TNA is kind of like they're trying to I don't know if I would say repackage, but maybe make the X Division a big part of TNA once again. So that's why it main evented the PLE. But very good match. And definitely interested to see Mustafa Ali out of the WWE now. Now, yes, he is with TNA, but he'll also be working on the indies as well. I think it's going to work out very well for him. Always thought he was a really great worker, but sometimes WWE just didn't always use him correctly, I thought. And of course it was documented a little while back before he was actually released. He requested his release, and then he came back on TV and did the whole positive Ali thing. But now we will have to see what is next for Mustafa Ali in TNA. Like he says, in Ali we trust. So that's my pick for match of the week. Chris Sabin versus Mustafa Ali from TNA No Surrender. And now, at this time, since I didn't actually get to talk about it on an episode of 360 Wrestling Fanatic, gonna talk about Saturday night AEW Saturday Collision, which was live from the Great Southern Bank Arena in Springfield, Missouri. Our commentators for the show were Tony Schiavone, Excalibur, and Daddy Magic. Matt Menard. I apologize as a rude car driving by once again. Don't they realize that people are trying to record podcasts while trying to walk to work? They just drive by, make a bunch of noise anyway. Very rude. And now on to Collision. We have Powerhouse Hobbs and Sammy Guevara in a no disqualification match. And I thought this was a very good match. We have Don Callis getting involved. Of course, Sammy was a part of the Don Callis family for a brief time. And we see Guevara hit Powerhouse Hobbs with a swanton off a ladder through a couple tables. That was a pretty good spot. Then with the interference of Don Callis, Powerhouse Hobbs getting the win. And in tag team action, FTR, Dex Harwood and Cash Wheeler defeat Shane Taylor Productions, Shane Taylor and Lee Moriarty. 10 minutes, 18 seconds. Thunder Rosa defeated Lady Bird Monroe. Quick match, only 2 minutes, 8 seconds. The Bang Bang Scissor Gang, Jay White, Billy Gunn, and Colton Gunn, and the other members in their corner defeated the Iron Savages, Jack Jameson and the Iron Savages. Sorry, I don't know why I said it like that. Apologize. In a trios match, Malachi Black defeated the Outlaw Brian Keith. 10 minutes, 57 seconds. Good to see Malachi Black on Collision. And I'm a fan, definitely a fan of Brian Keith. Glad that a couple weeks or so ago they did officially announce his signing and give him the All Elite graphic. I see a bright future for Brian Keith in pro wrestling, that's for sure. Serena Deeb defeated Lady Frost, 8 minutes, 42 seconds. Another one who has been on quite a roll since she has came back to AEW television. And in the main event of AEW Collision, the American Dragon Bryan Danielson defeated Jun Akiyama, 15 minutes, 59 seconds. Another great match, and actually this is definitely one of the matches I considered for a candidate of match of the week. It was definitely close this week. And that's probably another part of the reason why I ended up forgetting to do it yesterday, is because there was just so, in my opinion anyway, so many good matches during last week and last weekend. It was just definitely hard to choose just one match that you could say was the best match of the week. So finally, I just decided to go with Chris Sabin and Ali. I was a really big fan of that match. And that is all for this Monday morning episode of Good Morning Wrestling Fans. Big thank you to everyone for tuning in and listening and downloading. Hope you all had a great weekend. Hope you all had enjoyed all the pro wrestling we had to watch. And remember, in the comments section, you can leave your pick for match of the week, whether you agree with me or don't agree with me. Either way, it's fine. just no nasty or rude comments, please. In the comment section, either right here on Spreaker, YouTube, or whichever podcast app or website you listen or download on. Anyone is fine. And you can always go in the comment section and discuss anything pro wrestling that you want to talk about, just as long as it is pro wrestling. This weekend, not as big, not as many shows to watch, but it is a big Sunday. AEW Revolution on pay-per-view. The final encounter, the final match of the Icon Sting this Sunday night, live on pay-per-view from Greensboro, North Carolina at the Greensboro Coliseum. Definitely don't want to miss that. And that's all for this episode. I know I always say this, but I really hope to be back tonight for a new episode of 360 Wrestling Fanatic. Talk Raw, maybe some news, and I might go over some of the things over the weekend that I didn't have a chance to talk about. But hopefully tonight, 360 Wrestling Fanatic, I hope so anyway, but should be back tomorrow morning for the Tuesday episode of Good Morning Wrestling Fans. And until tomorrow morning, have a great pro wrestling day.